Hello everyone, and welcome back to John Builds Iconic Military Models. Okay, so if you joined me in last week's video, I kind of set out all these indication marks ready to start sanding the hull. And we had a nice day in the UK yesterday, so I kind of set up a little sanding station, took YAMATO out and pretty much sanded the entire hull all the way around. So I'll show you how I did that now.
Okay, so I've already started this morning. I started sanding the port side, and I've done for the first three sections, which is A, B and C. I've just been using the templates, so now it's time to work on the starboard side. So I'm just using a power sander. I'm actually using 100 grit sandpaper. And the first thing I'm going to do is just, as I did on the port side, is just need to taper back this indication line that we put in the last video. Okay, so now I've started off by just tapering in this first line. I can now get the orbital sander and I can start rotating it backwards and forwards around the body. Just because we've got like this natural curve, like this is kind of smooth, and we curve around this section. So just by moving the sander backwards and forwards in a curve motion, I'm about to get this section sanded. Okay, so after sanding for about five minutes, just pretty much just keep getting these templates and then soften them up to the indication marks. This is template B, and this is template B that we marked on the hull in last week's video. And we just keep trying them on. You know, it's where you can see the gaps on this side is where you just carry on. So obviously this section here is going to need a little bit more sanding. So that means I need to concentrate just sanding on this section. Then we keep moving along the hull. This is section C. As you can see, this is obviously going to need quite a little bit more in this section here and move in. But on the overall curve of that section, it's going to need some more taking out of this as well. And that's all you got to do. You just got to keep sanding, putting your templates back on, sanding a little bit more, putting your templates back on, and just carry on all the way along the hull. Okay, so now it's time to move on to the indication marks D, E and F. I've already done the starboard side, and now I'm just going to turn over and start working on the port side. So pretty much on these three sections here, we've got like a curved hull, then we've got like a straight section on these three planks, and then we've got another flat section as well. So pretty much what I'm going to work on is just this rounded section here between the three indication marks. Then I'll work on this section because it's just flat, and then we'll just sand this flat as well. Okay, so as I move on to sanding this section, I'm going to make sure that the tip of the sander never goes any higher than this this top plank there. And I'm going to just sand and roll this section. Okay, for this top section, I'm just going to swap grits over, put a 320 grit on. Okay, so after finishing off E, F and G, it's time then to move on to H and I. And that brings us along this section of the hull down towards the stern. So now it's a case of turning it over and carrying on with the other side. I've actually just slightly removed a little bit of this stern block just so I didn't have quite so much material to sand off, and then we'll start to bring it in as we're using the power sander.
Okay, so I hope you found that sanding demonstration useful. It was pretty much a case of, it was actually 2 hours in real time, just pretty much cut down to around about an 8-minute section video. But it's pretty much a case is kind of sanded the whole thing. Just in these sections, I did A, B, C first, and then I did D, E and F, and I went G, H, I, and then worked down to the stern, working on this stern block as well. So I don't know if you can remember when I first built this bulbous bow, or way back, probably 2 or 3 months back. You can actually, if you've not seen that video, you can kind of watch me build this. But in the instructions, it actually is to shave all the bulbous bow pretty much straight away, and I didn't do that. And if you notice when I was sanding, the reasons I didn't sand it first is when I was sanding, as I was coming down the, obviously towards the bow, it was just pretty much just following these lines. I didn't want to cut these out first and then pretty much have to put it back in. So as I sanded, it was just pretty much taking its own shape, natural shape. Okay, so there's still a lot more work to do. All this is going to need filling, and then obviously sanding again, and then it's pretty much going to need filling and sanding again. Yeah, but it was just a case of just keep working down in sections. Each section, I just sanded the first parts, put on the templates, sanded a bit more, put on the templates, and just keep working my way all the way down to the stern. The same again. I'm not 100% fully sanded this bottom yet. That's why you still see some of the pin heads, and that's because of the reason I didn't want to take away the indication marks until I've quite finished with them. But once I've filled all this will be in the next week's video, and then we'll give it another sand, because we'll have to sand all the filler out, and then we'll give it another. All this bottom will be sanded and filled. Yeah, then pretty much after it's been filled and then sanded again, and all I'll do is I'll just keep working down the grades. Then I think the best thing to do then is probably just give this the first primer coat, sand that back, and then see where we are from there. So, but that'll be next week's video. So anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time.